What are you doing down here? Obviously, you know this little fella.
This is how I imagine Saint-Tropez. Well, I can imagine it with a few bikini-clad women.
Yeah.
Look at this. Ah, it's beautiful. Vineyards, mountains, sunshine. This is Saint-Tropez in October. Oh God. This is lunch. Bon appetit. The 996 is going to Saint-Tropez. Oh, this feels so different. Quite a clutch. Let me just manoeuvre my helmet. Man, it feels so different. Right, but let's do this. The 996 to Saint-Tropez. Now I've got my work cut out, because these boys are going to be thinking, oh yeah, everything's nice and easy. I feel like I'm doing an endo. The difference between this and that is not just 25 years. We've only just come out of that village, and this is hard work really compared to that. It does feel good though. I've just got to adjust my body a bit for being so on my shoulders, because while you're sitting up no-handed, they're fine. You have to be a bit careful on the brakes. Right, but this bike feels fine all around here. Now I feel more comfy. I'm 5 minutes in. Once you kind of get in the groove of it, it comes alive really, it's brilliant. Just as you come over the top there, the wheel just lifts up. It's awesome. I don't really know the bends. Ah, it's awesome. Feels lovely, man. Can't really see in the mirrors. The back just goes. The engine on this bike is so good, man. It's brilliant. It just goes round bends lovely. You do have to move around on it a bit though. I wonder how these boys are doing. I had to just have a little go at that. Oh, I love it. Feels brilliant. I don't know. It was a tough call. The DesertX I thought was going to be the best. I can imagine the hilly bit is going to be different. They look cool. Oh, look at this place. Go on then, you go past. Let's see where Paul is. There's Paul. Oh man, this 996. Look at this place. This is where the 996 literally comes alive. Yeah, so when you're riding one of these just along like this, like on the DesertX and the Multistrada behind us, you can just sit there quite comfy. But on this, you have to kind of do everything with your fingertips on the throttle, because you need to sit upright as much as you can. Fuel lights come on, so we're going to try and get some fuel, and yeah, head down to Saint-Tropez.
So easy to ride.
Just you're not even trying.
Yeah, and easy to ride fast as well.
Yeah.
Compared to that.
That was on the quite fast bit. Wait till you do it like on that bit where we started. Okay, we have some fuel. Now we're going to Saint-Tropez. Let's do this. Look at this tarmac, man. Must be, it's like a racetrack. Just look at this place. It's so cool. Alan's obviously enjoying the DesertX. Paul is loving the V4, and I'm loving the 996. And we're on our way to Saint-Tropez. It don't get no better than this. I know sometimes, look, I say in videos, I'm lucky to ride these bikes. Look how lucky I am today, boys and girls. Middle of October, the sun is shining, and I'm not even ridden the Multistrada or the Husqvarna yet. We've got a few more days of all of this, riding about. Wicked. Right, where's Paul? Where is he? Here he is. Do you know what? Yeah, of course, the DesertX was easier. And I've been on a bit better flowing kind of roads than how I was on the DesertX on them twisty things. And I'm sure this is a little bit harder work. But probably right now, on this road, there's nothing more I'd want to be on than this 996. Look at that. More bends coming up. Awesome. Let's do this. Oh, this is a shame, man. I don't know. I'm in the mood for a sports bike today. You know when you're just in the mood? This is where it all burnt down around here. Look at the trees all black. There was all forest fires around here. I mean, all the leaves are starting to grow back. But it looks pretty cool, man. Best thing with forests, when they burn down, they grow back better. It doesn't like doing 30 mile an hour. Well, nor do I, to be honest, in this heat. We need to get round these bad. Right, so now we've got past them. That's a lot better. Now these roads are for the 996. Right, that's a bit better now. Because this bike wanted to go round these bends, mate. This is what the 996 was made for. These bends. Oh man, this is it. Even the temperature's running right. You just put it in the bend and it just goes round the bend. You can do it one-handed. This is where it's fucking lovely. This is probably the best ride I've ever had on a motorbike. It's so good. I want to come down that road again on a Pikes Peak. We're still quite high up. I thought it was coming into Saint-Tropez. This bike just has to be moving, I think, and then it's alright. It's like a racetrack round here. It's even better than a racetrack. Everything about this bike is smooth. I'd really like to have a proper go at this round here. That's my favourite road. That was my favourite road. Let's see which way Ellen goes. Straight on. Have we still got a bit of a way? I'm into sports bikes today. I want to go back down that road again on this bike as well, to be honest. What this 996 don't like doing is sitting at like 20-30 mile an hour in this heat, because it is still hot today. I'm going to have a swim in the pool, I think, when we get back. That road is brilliant.
Good, isn't it?
Now I know there's no really tight bends. We should go down it again one day.
On this started to get a bit squishy on the edge.
Not even trying or pushing on this, it was just going around the bends. I was thinking, now I know there's no real bends and it's just flowing. Oh, it'd be brilliant. Now we must be coming towards Saint-Tropez. There's the sign. This is where we've been aiming for. We had a bit of a long drive yesterday. We've had a little bit of a long route. Not that I'm moaning at all, man. And here we are. We're at the sea. Oh mate, where's my trunks? I gotta get in. Perfect. Look at the day, man. Look at where we are. We have come a long way from Chelmsford yesterday. Even after a day, I feel like I've become one with this bike. I'm feeling like I could have a 996. This is where I want to be right now. And look at this. Finally, we're here. This geezer don't want to. No. Ah, look, this must be where my boat is. So cool. I think we may have made it to Saint-Tropez. We made it. Yes. Ah, what do you think about that then?
Sorry. Did the job, didn't it?
Brilliant.
It works well here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Non, ça c'est pour se protéger derrière après. Pour la colonne vertébrale.
Let's have a quick look up at the port so you know
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
C'est ouvert pour un café?
Oui.
Super. 5 minutes?
No problem.
Parfait. Merci.
I'm glad I bought me. I'm
October.
glad I wore leather trousers. My t-shirt's wet. It's hot. I think it's just quite warm, and it's been running really for a few hours.
Yeah, considering it rarely gets run.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh man, how long do you think if I dived in, I could leave my pants here, lie down without my pants? I could buy some.
Not leave your pants here.
You could buy some pants. It's
Yeah, I
some
could do.
Saint-Tropez pants.
I
That's
could
what
buy
you
some
want.
Saint-Tropez pants.
Right, so you wouldn't have seen it this morning.
Oh man, look at that sea.
Even when we got past those trucks, it just kept going on.
Yeah. I thought you'd seen the signpost to Saint-Tropez and thought, feck this,
It disappeared, and then all of a sudden, you came up next to me.
Yeah, you know why? Because I turned right at that next roundabout when I was doing works. I didn't see the sign to turn left at Saint-Tropez, so I turned right and then I stopped. I thought, where are they? I don't mind going along the coast. What do you want to do?
I don't mind.
All you got to think about is this riding. This is your training.
Trains are right for me, but you're getting a lot of training.
I was fine.
Well then, go.
I bonded. Yeah, I don't mind. We'll go along the coast road. What's
So
it?
basically-
Right around,
Yeah,
all the way around there.
all the way around the coast, all
Yep.
the way around there.
It's definitely worth bringing it down here for that
Oh.
road. It feels like you're like a monorail train.
Look at those bikes down there, look.
Yeah, no, look at them down there. That's brilliant.
Most
So,
people come to Saint-Tropez to see the
yeah. They're the best roads I've ridden on. I've ridden down some good roads, but there's nothing, like you say, that you can ride
just
for a
keeps
couple
going.
of hours and it's still just, it's the road that keeps on giving. That's what that is.
What do you think a Panigale V4 would be like down that road?
It'd be smooth as silk.
It would, but they're hard work, aren't they?
You couldn't rev it,
Now,
and it revs to
Hypermotard
15,000.
SP on that road.
Yeah, you can have flat out. I'd still have a monster. Hypers are brilliant. They are brilliant. Cool. Look at that. Beautiful. Brilliant. That is for me.
It's a good all-round bike.
Oh, it's wonderful. I would buy one. After today, I would buy one. I'm glad he likes the 992. Yeah. And it looked effortless.
He came past you once, didn't he? Big quick. Accelerated past.
As we first left the cafe, not only did I have my lunch on my friend, but as just as we come down the hill, I literally thought, God, I feel like I'm doing handstands after riding that desert. The handlebars felt like those clip-ons halfway down the forks. Do
Yeah,
know
you
what I
feel
mean?
like you just got like a spinny on the middle of the
Yeah,
front wheel, don't you?
almost, yeah, and right in the middle of my shoulders, I felt my shoulders were like that, and I thought, I know this is going to feel well good.
Jus d'orange, s'il vous plaît. Et deux coca. Et deux Coca-Cola. Yes.
Yeah, and we've done about 5 bends, and I could see you just going like that, giving it a thought.
Well, I was trying to get a feel for it, and I thought, it's like a nice handling armchair.
Look, because it's so soft, you don't feel any bumps. And then by the time just we come out and we went on that faster mode and that little bit, I just thought, oh no. Riding up there, I was thinking, out of all of these bikes, I'd want to be on the DesertX. Coming back then, I was like, out of all of these bikes, I'd want to be on this 996.
I think I'm happy on either of the comfortable ones.
I'll ride the 996 back, I'm happy with that, I don't
My
mind.
clutch hand is still, I can still feel it.
I think I bonded with that like I bonded with the bike's feet.
Is it your go-to bike then, today?
For today, as soon as you're like that and your foot there, literally I'd say your knee kind of feels like where the front wheel spin is. So like that on the bike and you've got the bars quite in, you know, you're at that angle.
I didn't see where your knee was, but I did see where your elbow was on one of those
Oh, right.
It did look. What do you think of Saint-Tropez?
Beautiful.
A pretty place, isn't it? Just a little old village made famous by Brigitte Bardot.
Yeah. Who better to make it famous, really? Okay, it's been an awesome day out today. It has been wicked. So now we're going to go back down the coast, get on the bikes, and I think we're going to ride the same bike. So I'm not going to ride the Multistrada today. I'll ride that another day. We'll let Paul ride that. I think after his drive yesterday of 16 hours, he's after comfort. Alan is also after a bit of comfort, so he's having that. But I'll tell you, I'm happy on this 996. Right, let's get our gear on and get out of here. Okay, so that was our first little ride out around France and getting the bike to Saint-Tropez. What an awesome day. So good. Probably one of the best bike rides I've had, like ever. I absolutely loved it. I love the French roads, love riding along with Paul and Alan. This is where I need to be, man, the beach. There's people swimming in the sea, I need to swim in the sea. Ah, that's better, we're moving now. This looks nice. Wicked. Well, so that was day one out on the bikes. I got to ride the DesertX, which I think really at the first part I had the best bike for where we was going on them roads. Obviously then I was on the 996 for the rest of the day. That bike was so good. I was definitely on the best bike for the second half of the day. Oh mate, I loved it. I could have rode around that again. Definitely could have rode down that again. Man, it was wicked. But right now, this is calling me. Well, why don't you come down here, go swimming? It's lovely in here. It's so nice. Paul's up there, he's up there relaxing. He's had quite a day. We did do a lot of riding. We've done 100 odd miles today, and it was 100 odd like twisty miles really. We was literally today going out for a little ride about just to get the feel of it around here and stuff. The first half of the day, I obviously had the DesertX. That was definitely the best bike for the first part of the day. The second part of the day, I had the 996. I've got to go on that ride again. That 996 down that last bit of road we was going down. Man, it was so good. Who knows what tomorrow will bring. So as always guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If this is the kind of thing you're into, all things bikes and swimming pools, then maybe think about hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. And do you know what else was brilliant today when we was out riding? Did you see the eagle?
I saw the eagle.
It was massive, wasn't it? Tell you what, I thought it liked the DesertX so much it was going to land on the mirror.
I saw your point and I thought that eagle might swoop and take me. No, I saw the eagle.
It'd be a shame to come here and not see an eagle, wouldn't it?
I'd be disappointed if I came here.
Do you know what? As much as I've loved it, if I hadn't seen the eagle, I probably would have left a little disappointed.
Yeah. You know, if you come here regularly and not see it, that's even more
bad,
so.
isn't it?
What eagles are they?
Short-toed eagle.
Are they quite common around here to
Oh,
see?
well, they're common around here.
I was so close to it, I could see it was the short-toed eagle.
Yeah. At first I thought it might have been a long-toed eagle with its talons all closed up, but it was definitely a short-toed.
Definitely. If I lived out here, I would walk this. It'd be almost like meditation, wouldn't it?
I'll just be out all the time on an off-road.
I know.
If you're lucky, you might find one of them snakes out here. The ones that kill only one person every 100 years.
I'll make sure I do.
Oh, this is zigzaggy. It's going to be like coming down the corkscrew on the way down. Looks cool. Oh, what a wicked road. For the Husqvarna anyway. I'm sure Paul's working harder on the V4. Right, so that was this little village. Beautiful. Now we'll go downhill. It's crazy how good some of these places are. Oh man, look at these little switchback bits, so good. Look at this bit. This is the Laguna Seca bit. I could just ride up and down that bit all day long. I'll just sit here and wait for these boys. Here they come.